Hi, welcome to the digital classes on the concept of congruence of triangles. In general, we are observing various objects around us. Some objects seems to be very identical. How you are going to say they are identical? Can you give any example for it? If they have the same shape, same size, when you keep one object, one picture and another picture, if both are coincide, overlap each other, such figures, such objects are said to be identical, correct? In mathematical sense, if you want to say those are congruent, okay? So if you apply to the geometry, especially the geometry in the two-dimensional figures, the closed figures are said to be congruent with two conditions. The one is they have equal shape and equal size. You can say, in other words, same shape and same size. Clear? What is a closed figure? That's a very, very important. What's a closed figure? Okay. So means here if it is bounded by some line segments. When a closed figure bounded by line segment, with respect to the number of line segments which are bounded that region, those are said to be sides, correct? If you want to make a closed figure, the minimum number of line segments required is 3. With 2, it's not possible. With 1, it's not possible. Have you noted that? So, with respect to number of sides, the smallest closed figure is said to be, or the smallest polygon is said to be a triangle. Am I correct or not? Now we can define a polygon also. What is a polygon? A polygon is a simple closed figure bounded by n line segments. When the value of n is 3, then it's called a triangle. When it is 4, quadrilateral. When it is 5, pentagon, like you can say. Today we are going to learn what are the conditions when the two triangles are said to be congruent. What are the conditions here? That's very, very important. Okay. Here we have to consider two words. One is called congruent, another one is called similar. So congruence means they have the same size and shape. But similar means they have the same shape, but size is not necessarily equal. Clear? All congruent figures are similar figures, but all figures need not to be congruent. Okay, so we will discuss in a clear mode what is the congruence of triangles. Here, what are the conditions? What are the criteria? I am going to discuss it. Okay. Congruent triangles. Two triangles are said to be congruent if all their 3 sides and 3 angles are equal, but it is necessary to find all 6 dimensions. Okay. When you take a triangle has 3 vertices, 3 angles, 3 sides. Correct? So 2 triangles, when you consider 2 triangles, the 2 triangles are said to be congruent if all the 3 sides of one triangle, all the angles of that triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Then only the 2 triangles have the same shape and same size. And the congruence of triangle can be evaluated by knowing only 3 values out of 6. The meaning of congruent in maths is when 2 figures are similar to each other based on their shape and size. Okay, so congruence is the term used to define an object and its mirror image. 2 objects or shapes are said to be congruent if they superimpose on each other. Their shape and dimensions are the same. when they have superimposed, when they, for example, I have taken my hands. I put my one hand on another one arm in another one. So if they both are superimposed one on another, so these two hands, these two arms are identical. Am I correct, Anna? Their shape and dimensions are the same. In the case of geometric figures, line segments with the same length are congruent. Angles the same measure are congruent. So if you consider a 60-degree angle and 60-degree angle, they are congruent. The line segment of 5 centimeters to 5 centimeters, they are congruent. Clear? All circles seems to be same shape. They are similar, but they need not to be congruent. If they have the same radius, then they are congruent. All equilateral triangles are similar, but need not to be congruent. Because all angles are equal, and each angle in an equilateral triangle is 60. So all are in the same shape, but not in size. Am I correct or not? So if the size also same, then those two are congruent. All right angle triangles are similar, but need not to be congruent. Okay. So we are going to learn the congruency laws and criteria of that. If you consider these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In the above figure, triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent triangles. Means the vertices A and P, B and Q and C and are same. Besides, AB is equal to, if you consider AB, this one, AB is equal to PQ. BC is equal to QR. And AC is equal to PR. This one. Clear? So means all the three sides of one triangle, AB, BC, AC, are equal to corresponding sides, PQ, QR and PR. If all the angles, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R, all the three angles of triangle ABC are equal to the three angles, corresponding angles of the triangle PQR. All the sides of triangle ABC, AB, BC, AC are equal to the corresponding sides of the triangle PQR, PQ, QR, PR. Then only the two triangles are said to be congruent. Congruent triangles are having corresponding sides and angles to be equal. Congruence is denoted by the symbol. This is symbol, we call it as congruent. They have the same area and same perimeter. When they are identical, we can say simply they have the same area and same perimeter also. Correct? Okay. Then what are the conditions for congruence of triangles? This is very, very important. What are the criteria? So out of 6, if 3 are equal, because 3 angles and 3 sides is set. What are they? The first one is side, side, side. All the 3 sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle. The two triangles are said to be congruent. Side, angle, side. Side, angle, side means 2 sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and the included angle of other triangle. Then the two triangles are congruent. Next one is ASA. If you consider all the 3, of course, among all the angles, 2 angles and corresponding side are equal to the 2 angles and included side, of course, here. That is called ASA. And angle, side axiom. These two for any kind of triangle, but another one is RHS, is right angle, hypotenuse and side. This is exclusively for the triangle, right triangles only. Exclusively for right triangle, because in a right angle triangle you can find the right triangle. Okay, now come to the first one, side, side, side. If you observe it, all the three sides of one triangle C are equal to the corresponding sides of the other triangle here. Here AB is equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR. That's simple. We are just to give an idea to we show that with the same kind of lines which they are equal. And angles also equal here, if you see it. That's obviously angles are equal here. Three sides of, if all the three sides of one triangle are equal to corresponding sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. This is called side, side, side rule. It's very simple, very easy, correct? So this is the first one. Okay, now come to the next one. Right angle, hypotenuse and side. Generally, if you consider a right angle triangle, so right angles are equal, correct? So the side opposite to the right angle is said to be hypotenuse. If the hypotenuse also equal, if one side, here we are using the sides of the right triangle, sometimes you call it as legs also. So if any one of the leg. If the hypotenuse and side of a right angle triangle is equivalent to the hypotenuse and side of the second right angle triangle, then the two right angle triangles are said to be congruent. This is called RHS rule. Here the hypotenuse XZ, if you see this, the hypotenuse XZ is equal to hypotenuse of the other triangle RT. And of course the side YZ equal to ST. Now, right angle is always equal. So the triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle RST. Clear? This is called a right angle, hypotenuse and side, RHS axiom. This is exclusively for right triangle. Okay, so very important here, the caution of viewers, don't use angle, angle, angle. Angle, 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 A means we are given all the three angles of a triangle, but no sides. This is not enough information to decide if two triangles are congruent, because the triangles can have the same angles but be different sizes. Just observe it. So here, one is angles are 40, 130. Here also angles are 40, 110, 30. So these are equiangular triangles. Equiangular triangles. They have the same shape, but if you see that, sizes are different. When the sizes are different, so they are similar but not congruent. So if all the three angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles of the other triangle, then the two triangles are similar but not congruent. This is very, very important. Without knowing at least one side, we can't be sure if two triangles are congruent. That's a very, very important. At least one side, if you know that the relation between one side of the two triangles, when they are congruent, when they're equal, then only you can say this. Clear? The congruency means here that two geometrical figures are said to be congruent if they have the same size and shape. Clear? So for triangles, there are some criteria, that is side, side, side axiom, or you can say side, side, side rule also, no problem. And side, angle, side, right angle, hypotenuse, RHS. So these are the two criteria to say that the two triangles are congruent. Clear? That all congruent triangles are similar, but all similar triangles need not to be congruent. Not only for triangles, anyone. All congruent figures are similar, but all similar figures need not to be congruent. That's a criteria. Very simple. Clear? So I hope you understand about the congruency of triangles, and you can apply the same for other one also. Try it, understand it, and distinguish between congruency and similar. Thank you.